the impossible. Now that's a funny, somewhat strange thing. Naomi Watts, the resplendent actress, Holmes Drive, and so many other films, but seems to have a thing for Thailand, and not just that, accidents, calamities in Thailand. That's the impossible I'm going to talk about. And more recently, last year, 2020, she did Penguin Leading part in Penguin Bloom. Penguin Bloom, she's in Thailand on holiday, and as they take pictures, some floor above, she falls to the ground, and then she's immobilized, and she develops a relationship with a bird, not this crazy type of bird, but magpie, penguin, called penguin. The family is Bloom, so Penguin Bloom. Before this, Penguin Bloom, what is it? 12 years ago, she made The Impossible, a film that gives us a look at what happened during the terrible tsunami, again, Thailand. There was an earthquake and a tsunami that changed things, will change things. I think I've read, or we've seen on the news and things like that, that they've installed alerts. So now, when there's an earthquake, they have an alert. Infectious. Tsunami alert. Only this type of thing happens too often, and one day I'm gonna switch the alert off for good. Or I'll just die of a heart attack. Idiot bird. So now there is a warning, which I didn't have in the case of the movie of The Impossible, which is based on the real experience, the real story of the family. That is shown in this movie. They were enjoying themselves, holiday, when all of a sudden there's a mountain of water crushing over them. How many people? 20,000 died. And this particular family, 2 parents, 3 kids, Naomi Watts is Maria, Ewan McGregor is Henry, Tom Holland is Lucas, the other son. They're all, and tens of thousands of people on the beaches in Thailand, not knowing anything about what's about to hit them, are swamped away, drowned, maimed, kicked by this catastrophe. The special effects are amazing. I wonder why they didn't get a nomination for an Oscar for that. Naomi Watts was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress in a Leading Role, for good reason. This is an overwhelming performance. It's pain, it's strength, it's love, courage, exhaustion, adversity, trauma. You have so much here to be impressed by. It's true. It feels like too much at times. I mean, it's so much pain. There's such a calamity, such a disaster. That you know, I mean, you've seen pictures of this kind of thing. If not that, you're too young, or I don't know. No, you can't be too young because it's not. This video is not for. When it's posted, they ask, and it's not for children. It's not. It's for adults. So it's something traumatic, mind-blowing, and hard to watch at times. And I was thinking, how did they do this? It's clear they had the pool and they had Naomi Watts in. That's for sure. It's her face, it's her body. But it's also clear they had stunts and they had special effects. But still, I mean, how on a computer now it's proof in this movie that we can do anything. That it's cruel. There is hope, of course. There is attention. She is getting to Lucas. They're in the same wave. But they get separated from Henry and the other two kids. Fortunately, Henry is able to get the two smaller ones. But then he has a Sophie's Choice type of ovation in front of him. Well, it's not as tragic as Sophie's Choice. Meryl Streep, of course, one of her phenomenal roles. Where in the Nazis said you have two kids, choose one. One will die, one will. How do you do that? I'm just saying, Henry has to let the kids go to the mountains, so separate from them again in a chaos with the fear that maybe they will get lost, and they do. For a while, he's not. I mean, he meets with the adult who was supposed to be looking over them, but she says, look, the authorities, people in charge here took them from me. What can I do? So, what if they're lost? What if... I'm just, they have hunger. In that sense, it's not, I mean, this is not Nazi Germany, so let me put that into perspective. But still, you survive with the kids a tragedy. I mean, enormous proportion, and then you have to say goodbye to them again because he has to look for the wife and Lucas. So maybe they find each other. Let's not use spoiler alerts. Maybe it's more difficult. So let's leave it at that.